This is Tom Hartman's hat the day hat he wore as a superintendent of the National Park Service here in Hatteras, Cape Hatteras National Seashore. Here's his schedule for that day. He gave that to me, and I've had it quite a while now. This hat, of course, was given to me by the Admiral of the USS Kitty Hawk when he was down, and of course, we've helped with the Babe Ruth. Of course, that was a big county thing, as you remember.
Okay. And the beret?
The beret was given to me and some other people who were down at Fort Bragg prior to the first Iraqi War, and Operation Freedom, I think it was, and they gave us berets and name tags, dog tag. This was given to me also by the National Park Service. They used to do enactments. They still do the enactments down on the life-saving station. And that was one of the hats they used for that reenactment. One of the things I point out to you too, I was part of the North Banks Rotary Club when it first was chartered back in 1983, and was president of that club twice, and now I'm Paul Harris Fellow, which I'm very proud of. I think most Rotarians will understand that. So it's just, just a few mementos here and there I've gathered over the years. I don't know whether you remember or not, but back in, we hosted the CAA tournament here. Coast Athletic Association had their baseball tournament here for a couple of 3 years, and Dare County was, and Terry Wheeler were very much involved in helping us get that here.
Is that baseball part of that?
The baseball, yeah. Yes, that was one of the guys who was on it. I remember the guy, but I can't tell you much about him now, but it's been so long ago. He was a nice kid. And then a lot of these hats I have in here were given to me by people just so I'd have, they wanted me to have a hat here of their business. Unfortunately, some of them have gone away, and I regret some of the hats I had have gone because I lost the hat on. I used to run in them and had to throw them away, and now the business is gone. I'd like to have those hats back. I think the interesting thing is Carolina Telephone, which CC&T was the first. It was a company here at the time, and they went from that to Sprint. To United-Tel, to Sprint, and then to Embark, and now there's CenturyLink, which has always been very supportive of the chamber. But anyway, as I remember, Mike Kelly put together the program and used his catering trucks and his crews, and some of us volunteered to go down. Rick Gray was involved, and Richard Baer, and myself, and a bunch of other people from Charleston, and spent all night driving down and fed people all day. And there's a picture of that group in Francis Marion Square in the center of Charleston. But the interesting thing is we went to McClullensville the next day up in just north of Charleston in the Francis Marion State Park, and that was a small village. Reminds me much of Stumpy Point and Wanchese fishing villages, and they were totally devastated by that. And there was a can of water that was.
You see that?
Anheuser-Busch put that together, and bunches of them, and they were all over Charleston. But anyway, that was one of the best things I've ever done.